Hello and welcome to our presentation on our action project in aid of the Great Western Air Ambulance Charity, or in short, GWAAC. We are Team 29, consisting of 6 members: Cindy, Joyce, Kamakshi, Mengyao, Penny and Pia. Our presentation will cover the following topics. First, we will provide a quick overview about the charity and the event we came up with. We will then go into more detail about the planning and execution phase and how we monitored and controlled our event. Finally, we will conclude with our results and reflection on our achievements. Our timeline will help guide us through the journey of our action project. Let's take a look at our first milestone. In April, we had our first initial meeting with a representative of GWAAC, Ian Cantoni, who gave us a brief introduction to the charity and what they expected from us. The team then got together to brainstorm different ideas for fundraising events and write down the project goals. So who is GWAAC? The Great Western Air Ambulance Charity provides emergency care to patients who are in critical condition and need specialist skills at the scene of the accident. Despite being a member of the regional 999 response service and working closely with NHS hospitals, it is a local charity that is fully supported by people's donations. GWAAC saves lives across Bristol, Bath and North East Somerset, Gloucestershire and parts of Wiltshire. The charity assigned us to the preliminary task of raising funds to help them improve their facilities, whilst also raising awareness about the same. GWAAC does not receive any funds from the government, and as all medical care by the NHS and GWAAC itself is free for patients, it is vital for the charity to raise money themselves. When brainstorming for fundraising events, we established quickly that our event should be based on these 3 project goals: raising money, encouraging an active lifestyle, and educating the public about the charity. We set our donation goal at £250 as we were uncertain of the general public financial constraints due to COVID. In May, we agreed to set up a virtual scavenger hunt. After we received the approval by the university and the charity, we started planning our event. So let's take a closer look at the event we decided to hold in aid for GWAAC. The team decided to hold a virtual family-friendly photo scavenger hunt in and around Bath and Bristol. The idea behind it was that whilst completing over 30 fun challenges, participants had the chance to leave their Zoom meetings behind and get active outside in the fresh air. We were hoping that fun prizes such as a helicopter-based visit would attract many people to join. Now we're going to explain in more depth how we decided on our target group and location, what pricing strategy we used, how we decided on the challenges, and how we set up the events donation and registration website. Target group. We initially planned to target the elderly, as this resembles the usual audience of our charity. However, due to the constraints caused by COVID, the event had to be conducted virtually, consequently limiting the target audience to those active on social media channels. As a result, we had to lower the age of the target group. With summer approaching, we therefore especially want to target parents that were seeking summer activities for their children. Location. Even though the event was designed virtually, we put our focus on the people living in the areas that GWAAC is operating in. We believe this was the most effective way to raise high engagement and raise awareness. Designing challenges. We had designed our challenges based in and around 2 of the major cities that GWAAC is providing aid in, Bath and Bristol. For example, participants had to take a photo in front of the Bath Abbey or of the Bristol Harbour. All chosen challenges underwent a thorough risk assessment before being approved by the team. We have also designed challenges that incorporated the characteristics of the charity. Those included taking a photo of a helicopter or a picture that showed all 3 colours of the charity, blue, green and white. By that, we wanted to ensure that participants keep the cause of the event in mind, the support of our charity. Pricing. We decided to offer 3 ticket categories. Participant could purchase a single ticket for £399, a couple ticket for £599 and a family ticket for £999. We wanted to base our tickets around the number 999 as it resembles the number people dial in case of emergencies. Initially, we set the price at £999 for a couple and £599 for a single, but the charity raised concerns of the price being too high, which would refrain people from signing up. Therefore, we've adjusted the pricing, offering a bigger price range. Donation link setup. As guideline to determine which donation platform to use, we've used the conceptual model of a new money asking site established by Wojciechowski from the article Models of Charity Donations and Project Funding in Social Networks. The concept reviews different schema, including the credibility of donations, as well as allowing people to create an open community anyone can join. After careful consideration of different platforms, we agreed to use GWAAC's official donation platform, enthuse.com, as it was in line with the guidelines of the conceptual model. The official event page not only provided credibility to future donors, it also allowed participants to share their activities and the event with friends and family to ask for extra funding support. As the event day started to draw, in July we began setting up all the necessary links for donations and signups. In this time, we understood the importance of risk management, so we decided to assess the feasibility of the event by carrying out the event ourselves. Taken to ensure that the event was a success, from registration links to project risk management to marketing strategies. So let's look at the sign-up process. Everyone who wanted to sign up had to go onto our event page and click on the register button and purchase either a single, couple, or family ticket. In the same process, participants were asked to create their individual page, on which they would later upload the photo for each completed challenge. Everyone who bought a ticket received an automatic email which included the list of challenges and an overview of the next steps. Once participants had completed their challenges, they had to sign into their individual page. By clicking on the Write and Update button, they were able to upload any picture and add the respective description of the challenge as a heading. This process had to be repeated for each completed challenge.
The process of risk management helps identify the possible issues that may arise in the project by using the following steps: planning, identification, analysis, response, and monitoring and control. We can gather ways to reduce the risk. Therefore, prior to the event, we took to Bath to complete the challenges in order to identify any potential complications that may arise. Following from this, we highlighted several challenges that did not work, allowing us to alter some tasks before the event launch. The key stages that we used to enhance our project was risk identification and response. In the middle of July marked the start of our intense marketing tactics to foster anticipation for the upcoming event launch on the 21st. So this is a brief look at how we used both traditional and digital marketing. To carry out our plan, we looked towards ways of marketing the event in order to attract sign-ups, therefore settling on both traditional marketing and e-marketing tactics. The distribution of posters and flyers around Bath city centres used to create awareness about the event and eventually event recall, as recognition occurs once they see the flyers several times. This will generate word-of-mouth marketing about the event. Our second marketing strategy revolved around social media, but more specifically Instagram and Facebook as our main point of digital contact, since Facebook has a usage penetration rate of 73% and Instagram 52.5%. Connecting our Facebook and Instagram accounts will help create a coherent message. Therefore, the audience would not get confused about the aim of the event. Facebook can be used to create immersive feelings with longer posts and detailed descriptions of the charity's public benefits, whilst Instagram was used to extend reach to the users in Bath and Bristol for our informational and repostable aesthetically pleasing content. Instagram has a greater range of functions, so we concentrated on hyping up the event before the start date, using our posters for initial content, using a combination of paid and shared and owned media to create an effective content mix. First, we used paid advertisements on Instagram to reach local communities in and around Bath and Bristol, allowing us to stand out as well as increase audience reach. Second was earned media, where our unique event gained attraction of marketing management, the team from Marketing Management School from the University of Bath. Not only did this increase exposure, but this also helped us connect with a demographic who were less reliant on social media without additional expenses. Shared content became one of our main ways to increase authenticity and gain user trust. Through Instagram story shoutouts on popular Bath and Bristol-based accounts, it allowed us to use their influence to create positive associations with our event. User-generated content was used to assure the audience that the event is fun and catered to all ages, because seeing a third-party participant would have encouraged others to join, since they have no biased opinion. Furthermore, we reshared any posts or tags on our stories, which was a way to engage with potential participants. Finally, we incorporated our own content into the mix. Our content consisted of informational posts about the charity, ways to sign up and help out, and photos of us carrying out the challenges. This gave the audience a chance to look into the challenges as a small teaser, as well as pique the interest and convert it to website clicks. Also, creating our own stories with Q&A and polls allowed the user to easily reply and boost engagement rate at the same time. So this phase will show how we followed the progress of our event whilst it was live and the changes made to enhance the chances of reaching our event goals. As the event was nearing to a close, we decided to extend our event from the 28th to the 4th of August for another week, which will be explained further in the next slide. To track our progress, we used followers as one of the measurements since it showed the exposure of the event. By the end, we ended up getting 500 followers. However, it was clear that the certain actions taken were more significant in boosting numbers than others. Key activities were that Bath Echo article at the beginning with 59 new followers the next day. Another was the charity that highlighted our event on their Instagram, resulting in another 76 followers, demonstrating the power of earned and shared media. Analysing our paid Instagram ads, we were able to reach more than 4,000 people and the overall reach was 5,404. Even though we were able to impact so many users, it didn't necessarily translate to participant signups. After some consideration, during our first challenge week, we decided to extend the event by another week to 4th of August. This was taking into consideration the feedback given to us by a participant, highlighting that the time constraints made it hard to complete all the challenges. Additionally, from our active monitoring, we decided to modify our digital marketing tactics by devoting more efforts on Facebook. This meant increased posts as well as event posted on closed groups specifically for family-orientated users whose interests aligned with our intended market. So now we will highlight the end results of our event. Now looking at how the event transpired, overall we were able to raise £466.13 over the 3 weeks, with one leading up to the event and 2 weeks during the challenge. During the month that we were hyping up the event, we were able to get 500 followers with the help of micro-influencers, paid ads and user-generated content. Although it was not our main goal, we were also able to raise additional awareness and impressions about the outstanding work the Great Western Air Ambulance provides on a daily basis to 17,000 plus users on social media platforms, whilst being able to reach 5,404 users on Instagram and a further 2,400 on Facebook. So after the event, we're now able to process the decisions that were made from the very start to the very end, allowing us to reflect on how things could have been improved and factors to consider in future projects. Looking back at our marketing promotions, it generated good engagement for our social media channels, allowing us to educate more people about the charity through our educational content. This was reinforced by constant communications with various accounts. Therefore, by staying very active online, it helps keep our event relevant in the minds of the audience. So our aim was to raise £250, but we managed to exceed expectations by 186.4%, which was unexpected due to a low participation number, indicating that we had high numbers of donations from the willing public, but only a few sign-ups. A reason may be the level of effort needed to complete the challenges, even though ticket prices and chance to win a base visit was on offer, meaning there is a higher opportunity cost between their time and the base visit. As a result, they are more willing to donate a higher amount than devote time to do the challenges. The lack of sign-up could also been affected by the time period of our marketing campaign. Since the target audience was geared towards families, we attempted to contact schools for additional promotion, which fell short due to timings of emails, which was towards the end of the school term. As a result, we feel like we lost a significant amount of publicity to the intended audience through direct, reliable sources. Moreover, by the time our campaign was in full swing, many families had arranged other summer plans and outings. Even with our extended week, no further sign-ups occurred. In hindsight, greater preparation and time management may have helped boost participation numbers with the use of school notice boards and newsletters. In summary, the project was successful in regards to the fundraising aspect. However, the numbers of donations outweighed our participant sign-ups, which was unexpected due to our social media presence and lead up to a challenge. Therefore, that element of the project did not plan out as hoped, which was slightly disappointing, as it would have been nice to gather more user-generated content to inspire others to join. However, all in all, we're pleased with our marketing channels, publicity received, and the total amount of money raised. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.